Hello, welcome back to Homemade Collectibles channel. This is a Origami Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series Homemade Inspired Scourge Part 2 video of the robot to vehicle conversion. There's a part 1 where we transform this into the truck to a robot, and as you can see, we're going to start from robot to truck. So this is available on our eBay store. It is a really unique item. These are not like school-made transformer figures. These are authentic. These transform. These have quality built into them. Despite being made out of paper, it transforms to a 4D truck. The figure has the best articulation that we can provide, and it's detailed. And so let's start with the robot mode so you can see what we're talking about. So what's really cool about this figure, this particular one, is it's got the Revenge of the Fallen deluxe lockdown syndrome, where it's a deluxe class figure, but then when you transform it, it's like a Voyager size. It's similar with this, with today's Transformers, inflation kind of a deal with their sizes. So this is a really tall figure in terms of what it transforms into as the truck, as you'll see with the scale. But what's really fantastic is the details on this guy is absolutely fantastic. You can see the chest plate for the truck, and this is the actual truck grill, that actually is part of the chest. So it's not like it's a fake chest plate, it's actually what it is. So that's really awesome. You can see the red windows for the truck, kind of like how Scourge has that red on his chest. His arms are really detailed right there, and you can see there's all the mechanical details for the body, and the legs are really cool, super long legs right there. The toes are right there as well, really detailed. And this arm also has the longer kind of clawed fingers, just like he has in the movie. So we did pay attention to that. You can see a regular hand, and he's got that big claw that he uses in the film. Really menacing guy, really cool. There's the head sculpt, and there is a look at it right there. Rotate it. Not a lot of kibble junk right there. This thing kind of sticks out. That's due to the transformation. We can actually push that in, actually, right there. So there's the back. You can see now that kind of helps a little bit. But the legs are super clean right there. Not a lot of junk, which is really cool. But it's a great looking robot mode. It also has articulation. The arms can go side to side. There's also articulation in the elbows, but you just want to watch because there's that robot or vehicle kibble, but he does have posability on the elbows, and they're actually double jointed, so you can do that. Legs can go side to side, and the legs are on a double joint. And then there's also some extra articulation here, but that's due to the transformation, but you can do that as you please. Now, what's really cool about this figure as well is it comes with this sword accessory, which in the other video you can see how it attaches to the robot mode. And my favorite feature is that his mask comes off really nicely. It's just in this peg right there that attaches to the back. So you can see how awesome that is. You can have him with that really cool damaged face, and we're the only so far ours is the only version of Scourge that does that. So that's really fantastic. So transformation, how do you turn this guy into a truck? How is that even possible? It is possible, and we're going to show you that right now. So what I like to do is start with the chest. You're going to come here. There are these two tabs, and tabs basically mean a plastic paper arrow that pegs into a stapler joint. So that's kind of our system of making sure everything is pegged together. You're going to basically unpeg that, and you can see these are not connected to the metal staples anymore. Come to the bottom of this chest, and there is a peg right there, this one where my thumb is at, and you're just going to pull that, and that detaches, and you can see there are pegs right there, and that kind of lets that chest fly off the shelf. So then you come to the arms. You're going to take the arms and nicely collapse them by the chest. Do the same thing on the other side. And then you're going to come to the hand and basically unpeg this. That's going to loosen the side of the truck. Same thing on the other side, unpeg this. It's going to loosen the side of the truck, and you can actually rotate this peg, so that's really cool. Then you're going to take those arms, and you're going to see this peg that's right behind the hands of each of those arms, and you're going to peg them right behind the chest. Do the same exact thing on the other side. And then to make sure they're kind of secure, you can just fold them so they're, you know, so they don't like unpeg, but they shouldn't do that with a staple joint, but you know, just to make sure that it's a good looking truck. Then you're going to take these pegs and peg them on the sides of the truck, and you'll see the dots right there. That's what all the black dots are for. It basically helps you figure out, oh, there's going to be a transformation part somewhere in that. So you're going to peg it like that. Do the same thing on the other side. And then, like I said before, if you want to make sure they're there securely, just fold those pegs. It's not going to do any damage. This isn't like notebook paper, you know, it's gonna, you know, you can't rip this so easily, you know, this is a quality figure right here. So you can see half the truck is kind of there. Next you're gonna do is come to the back, or actually come to where the head is, just simply fold it. And then you're gonna come to the back of the robot. And you can see this little piece here. This is actually a chain that is connected to the smokestacks of the truck. You're going to unpeg that chain from the back of the robot, rotate that up, leave that alone. Do the same thing on the other side, or actually the other side, that one chain is connected to the back here, which this is the back of the truck. Just unpeg that, fold that down, and you can see that is the back of the truck. Fold that up, leave that alone. And then you're gonna come to the top of the truck and pull this peg out. And this is basically like there's the window of the truck, there's the top. And basically you're gonna connect this with the back of the truck. And then pull that and make sure the head is not sticking out there, because you don't want a robot head sticking on top of the truck. That doesn't make any sense. Fold that like that. And we are basically almost there. Now the legs have the really interesting engineering. I love the engineering on this. This is kind of where we get the lockdown syndrome right here. It's a little bit tricky, but not, you know, once you see it and you're like, okay, that's how it works, it makes sense. So I'm gonna start off with this leg. Basically fold this piece up, and you can see his legs are hollow now. You're gonna see this tab right there. Simply unpeg it, but you want to do it nicely because it is connected to our articulation joint. And then that is going to unpeg the leg. And if you take a look at the leg, wheel, wheel, and then you got the door of the truck. Rotate this like that, and then fold in the foot. Or actually this one, you just kind of leave it like that, right? And then there's going to be this joint right there. You're going to rotate it like this. And if you come to the side, you can see that this is gonna connect with these two guys here. There's a rotation peg right here, which this was used to connect to this leg, is now on top, and it's gonna connect right, sorry if you can't see that, right with the window, right? So there is a peg right by the window. That. Oh, come on. You're supposed to rotate. There we go. So you just make sure you rotate that peg, and then, you know, once I can't speak English. What I said again, fold the peg to make sure it's secure. Then you come to the inside of where the door is. You're gonna see another peg right there, and you're gonna connect where the truck wheel is with that right there. And you want to do it nicely because, once again, there is a joint right there. You don't want to damage that joint, so you can't transform the figure. Just nicely pull that, and once again fold it, and bam, Same thing on the other side. Fold of the leg. Fold this. Pull this peg out. And then you're going to come to the inside. You're going to see the wheel. Fold the foot out of the way. Rotate the door. And then you're going to basically fold it in like that. Actually, the joint is going to rotate it for you. It's not like you're actually, bending anything. There's actually an articulation that's going to help you do that, which is really fantastic. And you can see that this joint was actually rotated inside. You just rotate that joint. Connect it with the door. Come on, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Remember just to do it nicely so you don't break that joint. Fold this in. Or put this peg by the door. And then, sorry, my background's kind of ruined there. Then finally, the last step is to basically connect this peg with this right here. Not this part, not this, but this peg by the wheel. So basically do that. And then once again, fold it in to make sure it is secure. Really easy, really simple. Do the same exact thing on the other side. Make sure they're folded. Then you can kind of fold these down, make it look like the best truck as possible. And with the bottom here, these are basically the robot legs, remember? Just gonna tuck them in the way so they're not really sticking down there. Whoa, it's a truck. How did that work? Magic. Engineering, as I say. So you can kind of collapse this here and, just kind of make sure all the joints or all the pegs are secured in there. This guy's in the way. And so he is that Mad Max style evil truck that he was in the film. You can see it's absolutely fantastic and it's detailed all throughout. Really great. You can see more details of this truck in our eBay listing or in the other video we did. It should be on our channel. It's even better. The accessories are actually part of the truck. So all you gotta do is rotate this sword and you can see these pieces are already there. Those are gonna be like the mechanical details of the back. Cause Scourge, he had all those weird details in the back of his truck. And then the mask actually is part of the transformation. So this is really excellent weapon storage. So you're going to rotate that mask. See that peg right there? Simply connect it together. And then his pointy bottom parts of the mask are gonna go in this joint right there. Wow. And you can't even tell his mask is in there. You can't even tell his sword is in there. So that is just fantastic. Really, really awesome truck. You can actually, these chains here, you can actually fold him on the inside. So if you want him to not have chains sticking out in the smokestacks, which is, makes him look even more of a awesome character because he's a evil Terracon. Just fold those smokestacks in and there you go. Or those chains in and you have a truck like that. So thanks for watching. This is available on our eBay store. We are price negotiable. It's a really authentic figure. It's not made out of like this flimsy paper plastic. It's more, of a paper plastic. So you can play with this. You can, transform it, but it's more of a authentic art engineering experience. If you want to be bold and dare yourself to try something new, we are authentic. We are, we don't want to make crap product. So this is a really cool product and give us a chance. Also, you get authentic packaging. So really cool. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.